forgot to put my microphone on. You know, I think I finally found a way to turn up the volume on my microphone. And the last video I did kind of was too loud. So I hope this is okay. So I just finished making a video on the buff. These scarves that I like to wear now, that I found through running videos. It's in my last video I just am posting now. So I thought I'd make an update video since it's almost the end of the month. Tomorrow is the last day of the month. Today is Friday, September 29th, 2023. So I guess we'll do our monthly update. So I did a little video like last week sometime. I was going to make a little video catching up on things, but I was in the middle of a little depression. So I started talking about things that have been on my mind and why I was feeling kind of depressed, what had been on my mind lately. And I couldn't post it. I just ended up going, oh my gosh. So I didn't post it. I did film it, but things that had been in my mind that were bothering me, stressing me out, making me anxious and depressed. So it was good. It was good I did a little video on that because I think it got me verbalizing it, talking it out, putting it out. And then afterwards, I was like, how am I going to get myself out of this funk? Because I was getting tired of it. You know, it's no fun being in a funk. And so I have worked my way out, and I'm really happy about that, at least for now. So my monthly update. Okay, so it's September, which is my birthday month. Yay! So I turned 60 years old. 60, which is ridiculous to turn 60. Very weird. So moving past that number, which I really don't like to say out loud or to visualize. So all year, starting from turning 59, I started freaking out about this number, 60. Zero numbers are hard, aren't they? For us women anyway. So this was a big freak out. So I spent all year, instead of enjoying the year like I had initially planned on my birthday, as I was journaling, you know, for the new year, then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, I am going into old age here, which really freaked me out. So, meaning not now, but in the future. I started worrying about the future years and the future 0 birthdays, which sounded really old. So I freaked out all year long of 59. I tried to remind myself, enjoy 59. It's only going to be you're only going to get it once. Enjoy 59. So I tried to stay present in that year for minutes and seconds at a time, but it was really hard. So a few days before my birthday, I started really freaking out even more. And the good thing is I was talking about it with people, so I got feedback of my friends and people that were already 60 or in their 60s. And I had lots of good news. I mean, I had people were feeling fine and great about reaching this decade, which I hadn't really considered, but people were really positive. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I don't need to worry so much. So I finally had my birthday, and I did the greatest possible thing for myself. I cannot believe how great it worked out to be. I signed up for a trail race 10K because it's kind of fun to run the mileage you are turning on your birthday for your birthday if you run. So last year I ran 5.9 miles all in a row. I was so proud of myself. It was really hard at that time. And I did it, and remember how happy I was. I still remember how happy I was. So I wanted to run 6.0 miles, and which is a 10K almost. 6.2, I think, is a 10K race in running. So I was going to sign up. So a trail race that I ran last year that I vowed never to run again fell exactly on my birthday this year. So I signed up for a 10K trail race for my birthday. And I kind of felt guilty because I didn't make plans with my family, you know. And I just did it. So, and I was really nervous about the race because I really didn't feel like I had trained into the 10K racing distance as well this year as I had last year, and last year was really hard. So I was really nervous and stressed out about the distance of that race. But I journaled, I think that morning of the race, and wrote about what my goals would be for the race. And so I had a great idea of, I just wanted to finish it and enjoy myself and celebrate my birthday and be outside in nature, celebrate my health, celebrate being with Ginger, who could run with me on the race, and Ginger's health, just have a great time. And you know what? That's exactly what I did. It was so great. I had a great time. Last year I had a horrible time. It's a hard race. It's way up in the woods. You go way up high on hills that are really steep that I can only walk and stop and walk and stop. They're so hard. And then trails and roots and rocks and but it's really beautiful up there and really challenging. And I always love challenging myself. So actually, I had a great time. Ginger and I went. Ginger had fun. We didn't get hurt, which was my other goal, not to get hurt. And which means you have to pay really close attention when you trail run because there's rocks and roots and the trail is uneven. So you really have to watch the trail and not look around too much. So sometimes you have to stop and just look around and enjoy where you are because it's beautiful. So I did all of that. And I felt it was so much fun to be out in the woods feeling badass on a trail race, a 10K trail race on my 60th birthday. So I just enjoyed feeling badass and doing something badass on my birthday. So that was the best possible thing I could ever do for myself on my 60th birthday. And it was so great because I could feel badass and great about where I'm at. So that was super fun and a great thing to do. And then I talked to someone on that trail race on the shuttle bus, leaving the race. And I told her it was on my birthday. So I said I was really nervous about turning 60. And she goes, well, I am 60, blah, blah, and the best is yet to come. And I'm like, really? Because all I could perceive was doom. And I'm like, really? So now that is my mantra for the rest of my life. The best is yet to come. I worry about health problems and living alone and being alone when you're old and infirmed and can't get up the stairs anymore and all that stuff. It's like, ugh. But, so I've changed my vision, mantra, and perception and let go of all that depression and worry and stress. So, but it took a year, to go through that process. So I did it. I turned 60 and I accomplished my goals that I had for the year, which was that 200-pound deadlift, which I had done earlier in the year a couple times. Now I'm struggling with it again, but I'll work back up. And I did a trail race. I did this race. Let's see, I took Ginger out for a stand-up paddleboard session one time this summer, which was my goal. I haven't reached my 1 mile running time goal yet. I'm really struggling with speed in my running now. My running coach says that I have much more stamina and strength in my running now than I did before, which was nice to hear, because my speed is not great and my time is not great. But you know what? I can keep working on it. I want to be one of those 100-year-old ladies out on the track breaking 100-year records. So I don't think you have to be too fast to break a 100-year-old person record. So I'm okay. I'm going to keep working on it. I was feeling really hopeless about my running speed. It goes way up and way down. And for me, it goes up and down, up and down. But after my running coaching session this week, I went back in my passion planning journal, and I have a page in the back. I'm not sponsored. I have a page in the back. In fact, I'm not monetized at all, just for your information. No monetization. I just do this for fun. And I started out thinking I would do it for monetization, but you know what? I don't need any haters or comments, so I'd rather not have my video pushed out and have icky negative comments. So I'm not monetized. Just for your information. If you get ads, it's not my fault. YouTube does it anyway, but I don't get paid. This is just for fun. So, there's blank pages in the back of these, this Passion Planner journal that I like. And I have started making running PR lists. So at the beginning of every year, I make spaces for writing out running personal records. PR, or personal best, is PB. I call them PRs. So I have my goals on one page, and then I have some of my different regular routes and distances that I like to try to keep up on my my personal records. I haven't kept up all of them. So I was filling out a little list of all my races so far this year, because it's so easy to lose track. There was someone interviewing people and taking pictures at this trail race I ran for my 60th birthday, even though I haven't seen any of that picture yet, of Ginger. She took pictures of Ginger and asked some questions, and I've never seen any photos. So she asked, how many races has Ginger run? Because everybody's always surprised to see a Chihuahua racing. And I couldn't remember. I thought, well, I got her in 2020, and then there was COVID, then there was no races. So in my mind, I was like, well, maybe a dozen. And I told my running coach, and she goes, you've probably been a dozen this year. I'm like, oh, really? So it's easy to lose track. So I was going over yesterday after my feeling sad because my 1 mile time was kind of lower than I'd wanted. And I started writing out all my races and some of my 5K times, my 1 mile times, my blah, blah, blah. And I realized that I have accomplished more than I remembered this year in my running. And I've had some good times for myself, for me, and some good distances and good training, really good training all year so far. Knock on wood, knock on wood. And so I felt really happy about that. So it takes for me like data to have a more better and realistic perspective than what's in my head, which can be focused on the negative, you know. So I was focusing on the negative, that I felt like I will never be able to reach. My hope for my 1 mile time is like 11-minute mile. That's pretty slow in the running world, but for me, that would be fast. So I haven't reached it. I came close, which is why I said it. This year I had like an 11:05 mile, which I don't know how that happened, because now it's back to 12 something, which is really depressing. So I was depressed about that. So anyway, I realized there was just a month that I had some great times. So it goes like that. So when I wrote out all the races I've done so far, my times, I felt better. And then I went to CrossFit yesterday and I kicked some butt. So that was really great. So, my birthday, stressing out about my birthday, my great race on my birthday, which is a great thing to do for myself. And then, let's see, depressed, stressed out about some things. Then I realized, I could plan for some things like my future and having my housing in pretty good shape for my future, which it isn't yet, but okay. Like, I need appliances fixed and I have a bath, shower that isn't great as you get older, and I have a 2-story house, even though I love my house. Anyway, there's considerations. But I'm just afraid of my health, having a health problem. I really don't want a health problem. Speaking of health, all year I've had trouble with my left arm. It started like a year ago when I picked up one end of a kayak and kind of pulled this muscle or this muscle, or it might all be connected. And so this was strained for like a year, and then it moved into the bicep, and then I fell while I was running on a crooked sidewalk, a broken sidewalk, and I think I pulled my rotator cuff. I was already having some weakness here, and then I fell with my hands flat to the ground, and I think this got stressed or torn. So then I've been having rotator cuff, so I was like depressed about that too, because it's been kind of painful and for like over a year. So that drags you down. The good news is I have a chiropractor that I fortunately see once a week because I pay out of my pocket for it, because I figured I'm worth it and it keeps me really doing well. And he can fix things as they come up instead of waiting till there's a problem. So when I do have a problem, I go in. And when I don't have a problem, I go in. So we've been trying to work on this for a year. We've done muscle scraping. I've done a little massaging. Trying the scraping. Done red light therapy. And it just never seems to get better. Well, now that it moved up here, one day I was like, it kind of feels like a rotator cuff tear, which I've had before. So just recently, I started doing some rotator cuff exercises again, which I haven't done for a long time, which I hold a really light weight or no weight, and you pin your elbow to your waist, and you move it from at a 90 degrees angle from a perpendicular out to 180. And you do that I do it like 10 times. And you can do both sides. And you can do no weight at all or really lightweight. Like I have 5-pound dumbbells that kind of seem heavy. But you can hold a light dumbbell and do it. There's also this one that you do at 90 degrees, like your arm is on a shelf. You can do it with your arm on a shelf and then do up 90 degrees this way, and then up 45 degrees to straight up. You can do that one. But when you have a rotator cuff, it kind of hurts to do that. So I haven't been doing that, and if I do that, it would be without weight. But to tell you the truth, I have not been doing that one. I've been doing this one, and I think it's helping. And it's only been like less than a week. And yesterday, I was laying in bed the night before, and I was like, my arm does not hurt, because I sleep on that side too, which doesn't help. And it hurts through the night. It hurts through the night, which really is a bummer. So I was like, my arm does not hurt. My arm does not hurt. My arm does not hurt. For the first time in over a year, my arm wasn't hurting while I was laying there in bed. And then when I woke up in the morning, my arm did not hurt. I felt completely normal, like this arm feels. I was like, oh my God, my arm doesn't hurt for the first time in over a year. It was amazing. And then I went to CrossFit and I strained it a little bit too much. So this morning my bicep kind of hurts a little. My rotator cuff kind of hurts a little. So I'm just going to have to keep babying it. My chiropractor said I should rest it, which I haven't been because I've been pushing myself to my 60th birthday. This is a long video. I've been pushing myself all year to my 60th birthday so I can feel badass on my 60th birthday. So I've been pushing my running, pushing my weightlifting, pushing my activity to feel badass and not feel bad about myself. So I pushed. The other thing this week was I was not feeling great. So I don't know if I'm a little cold, but I was kind of feeling overtrained too. After my trail race, I didn't take a break. Anyway, moral of the story is, gave myself rest, changed some of my activity, added some things in like the rotator cuff, started taking vitamin D supplements, which I stopped taking all summer because it was summer. And my mood has gone back to being a lot happier. I'm so excited. So I got extra days of rest last week or two, took some days off, got days off some running, took days off running, got some days off work. Changed my workouts to accommodate my little arm. Now that I'm 60, I can give it some rest because I wanted to accomplish certain goals. So I had to keep working it hard, like the deadlift and some challenging goals. So I didn't want to give it a rest. So now I can give it a rest. So, and then my chiropractor has some great ideas about some other areas to strengthen up, to help. So I have some new exercises to do at the gym and at home, some areas to give rest, and I have a new motivation there. And I don't have to push myself so hard because I reached my 60th birthday with a kick-ass way and a badass way, and I'm very excited. Okay. Sorry about this. Very long. Another goal, let's see, this week on the 26th of September, I had my 35th clean birthday. No drugs, no alcohol for 35 years. Yay! I'm a birthday girl this month. Yay! So if I had a crown, I do have a crown. So I have a tiara I should have worn from my bodybuilding. It's a tiara month for my birthdays. I reached my 35th clean birthday this week. And I'm very excited about that. So now another fun thing is that now I can run and race this Sunday. My first race turning 60. I had my first CrossFit workout turning 35 years clean. I had my first CrossFit workout turning 60 a couple weeks ago. So now I get back to my first and new beginnings and new motivations and new goals and a new perspective. So I'm relieved. So I was feeling depressed. So it's good. I was able to climb out of it. I'm really happy about that. Yay. So I hope this long video has been helpful to anyone out there. So good news. I'm healthy. I don't have any more problems with my uterus or anything like that. As far as I know, I'm healthy. Ginger's healthy. And I'm working from home because the pandemic now has changed the life of work for a lot of us. And I'm excited that I get to be home and multitask and just less stress that way. And I still am like trying to kind of envision what I want to do for my future. But I realized the other day, it's still one day at a time. You know, it's just one day at a time, just like they teach you in 12-step programs. The future is that way, and today is that way, and I just want to keep doing what I do or come up with new ideas as I come up with them. My goal is a happy, healthy, active, vibrant, positive, strong, fit life. So That's the plan, man, Stan. And my words in my planner are celebrate my birthdays, gratitude, remember to have gratitude every day. I have refresh this week, refresh. Why did I write that? I don't know. A new start, maybe. Races. I want to keep running races. I have 2 coming up, which is really exciting. Health. Focus on my health. Fitness. Focus on fitness. I usually have strong, happy, positive in my monthly and yearly planning words. The other little quick update, monthly challenge. So my monthly challenge this month has changed. Because of my arm, I'm trying to give it more of a rest. So I've been pushing my monthly challenges. I've been doing the push-ups every day, the sit-ups every day, arm exercises every day, especially I wanted to keep building my biceps and my triceps to fend off old age. And this month I've been more chill, and I'm laying off doing push-ups every day, and the amount, especially now at the end of the month, this is a lot. 29. I am not doing that because I'm trying to give my rotator cuff a rest. And I'm not doing bicep anymore to give my bicep a rest, that bicep. I am doing tricep, and what I really like is the tricep kickback right now. That feels really good with my sore arm, and it keeps my tricep growing. And my tricep is back, and I'm very excited about it. I don't know if you can see it right there. Very excited about that. So I'm keeping the tricep kickback in, and the shrugs, because I like keeping this nice and strong. I always forget what that's called. It's not latissimus. What is that right there? That muscle. I like having that one strong. So I do my shrugs, but I'm not doing 29 or 30 tomorrow. Well, maybe with shrugs. I am doing sit-ups every day, and I add 10. So I'm just being more chill, and I'm giving my arm a rest, and I'm just trying to do something. So I do the sit-ups according to the days, and I'm just varying the other arm activities according to giving things a rest or how I'm feeling. And what else? Oh, I do stretch every day and foam roll. So that's where I am at with my monthly challenge, and I feel good about it. Like, my monthly challenge started out as a very big challenge. Like, I was not stretching. I hadn't stretched in years, and it showed. Like, my flexibility was terrible. I used to be really flexible as a kid, really flexible. I danced and stuff like that. So over the years, very stiff. Weightlifting makes you very stiff. Running makes you very stiff. So it was very much a challenge. My first 30-day stretching challenge was very much of a challenge mentally, and to get myself to do it. But now it's just something I do every day, and it's great. I love it. It feels good. I foam roll first, my back and my hips and my hamstrings, and then I stretch, and a lot of times Ginger and I play ball while I'm doing that, and then I do my challenge, whatever that is. And it's great. I love it now. And it's been, I don't know, a couple of years, maybe a year, I should look that up. It's been a year. I'll look up when I started my challenges, because I didn't mean for it to go on so long, but it's been really nice, and now I really enjoy it. And I get up extra early, so I have time to relax, drink my coffee, watch YouTube, stretch, and relax some more. So this is my early morning. It's not even light out, and I'm making a video. The sun won't come up for a few more hours, so I love having this morning time. So, okay, that's enough of talking your ear off. I'm doing really great. I feel really good. I'm happy I found a way out of my depressive state. I'm happy I am figuring out how to get my arm a little better. And moving on to new decades. Oh my gosh. Okay. Any questions? Write them below. I hope you're all well. Bye.